We are young leaders in action.
What I learned from YLIA is that the smallest things can make the biggest difference.
That something so small can mean something huge for somebody else.
The steps it takes to become a good leader.
Young Leaders in Action has allowed me to learn several life skills to help me in my future.
Learn about the ins and outs of how the community functions.
Last year, I've learned that it's crucial for the youth to become involved in their community.
How to work with a group, plan a service project, and make it the most successful that we could.
The main thing I learned from YLIA is the importance of communication.
For me, my biggest learning experience has been being able to work with some of the people I've worked with.
Community service, no matter what age you are, is really important.
How we can make a difference. And I also learned a lot about leadership.
Kids in our community are in need, and we can all work together to help them.
I have learned to be a wonderful citizen and community member.
The ability that kids my age have to give back.
I have learned to be considerate of others, to listen to others' ideas, and how to be a better leader in general.
I've learned how not to be so closed-minded.
The most important thing that I learned about this experience is to step outside my comfort zone.
Learn that you should serve your community no matter what age you are, and the importance of giving back to Macon County.
I love talking to my friends and maybe people I've never met at the meetings.
In general. My favorite meeting ever was probably the first meeting that we ever had all together.
And my favorite meeting was our very first meeting where I got to meet everyone that I'd be working with. The first two, because I got to meet everyone.
And I did really like the color personality quiz.
During that meeting, I was able to learn how my personality relates to others around me.
I wasn't sure what to expect, but we jumped right in.
And my favorite meeting this year that we probably had was our tour at Tate and Lyle.
It was the Tate and Lyle tour.
Was when we were able to tour Tate and Lyle.
My favorite meeting this year was at Tate and Lyle.
My favorite, personally, was the Tate and Lyle visit.
It was very interesting to see the inside of the building.
Well, so many people talk about it.
It was really, really cool to see the history and everything behind Staley's.
It's a very rare experience.
To be part of that exclusive group, as they called it, I thought was pretty cool.
Castle in the cornfields,
My favorite activity was when we got to have our meeting at the Boys and Girls Club.
My favorite meeting this year is at the Boys and Girls Club.
I was inspired by Miss Bond's story.
Favorite activity in our meetings were the icebreakers.
My favorite meeting was the first time Dr. Sherrod came.
We started to understand what direction YLIA was going.
The way she talked was really powerful, and I felt like she actually helped us learn a lot.
Hearing from the different speakers, it really opened my mind to things that I could do more for my community.
I love hearing stories like about Sarah Ipple's story.
One of my favorite speakers, I think, was Sarah Elizabeth Ipple. I guess just her story and just how she started with not a whole lot, and then she built up to something huge and great was just amazing.
I dedicate my time to YLIA because I think it's very important to give back to the community.
I want to make a difference in the community and a difference in myself.
I make time for YLIA because it's going to change the world.
I think it's important for the youth to get involved.
I believe it is necessary for the youth to actively lead projects.
I want to make an impact in the community, and I want to give back to the community that I've grown up in.
I felt like those meetings and those 2 hours, we were doing something that made a big difference.
Because it has helped me grow as a person.
I make time for Young Leaders in Action because I love to give back to the community and help others in need.
I want to inspire the youth, inspire them to follow their dream and achieve their dream.
Because I see a lack of youth involvement in our community.
And it's fun to work together as a team.
Because I think that it's just a good program and that it's a chance to make an impact on the community.
To make a good change within the community and people's lives.
Because of the friendships I've made in this group. Because of how dedicated Miss Garner has been to growing our skills in philanthropy and caring about our futures.
My favorite volunteer activity was when we went to the thrift store. I liked that one the most because I felt like our collaboration was on full display.
Probably the Dove Christmas Basket Drive, because while helping others, I got to make good memories and come closer with some of the members of YLIA.
We helped make Judy Mason Thanksgiving baskets.
Serving at the Judy Mason Thanksgiving Project in November.
And I really liked this because it really made a difference for people.
I knew I was impacting members of Macon County.
One of my favorite activities we did this year was serving at the Decatur Oasis.
The Decatur Oasis.
Serving at the Decatur Oasis.
And we volunteered at the Decatur Oasis.
Decatur Oasis.
Serving at the Decatur Oasis.
We served breakfast for lunch at Oasis.
Serving at the Oasis was my favorite volunteer activity.
And my favorite volunteer activity was at the Oasis Center because I helped a guy find a job.
So when we went there, it was really cool just to interact with the people.
The look on their face when we gave them a warm meal filled my heart.
And I loved seeing the people's faces as we were serving them.
Because I got to see the reaction on people's faces that showed that I was making a difference.
Because it really made me feel like I was part of something impactful.
And being able to serve them in that way and just provide something that we take for granted to them, and it meant so much to them. That was really awesome to see.
The activity helped me understand that we may take certain things for granted, and it was fulfilling to contribute to a greater good.
YLIA has really opened my eyes to become a better person.
I do feel that next year we'll be able to make an even bigger impact.
And I truly enjoyed learning and growing, and it has been life-changing.
This group of teenagers that I've met are some of the most confident and awesome people I've ever met.
I'm thankful for Miss Garner and all the crazy ideas that I had that she listened to.
And Brittany is awesome. She's amazing.
I just wanted to thank everyone who put together YLIA and giving me this amazing opportunity.
I think it is a great program and it breeds leadership, and I really think that it pushes young leaders to become better versions of themselves.